first rounds with the OPOS Venator. Okay, let's go. Super.
The OPOS Venator felt so amazing to shoot. Yeah, I'll be looking out for the OPOS Venator hitting the market, because for me personally, it felt like much less recoil than I expected. So I'll be definitely interested to see what's the feedback of the market.
Okay. Geil. Wonderful.
Yeah, during our review and during our recording in Vienna, there were also some pre-selected customers who already bought the OPOS Venator. And it was quite interesting to witness how they reacted and how they felt when they took the first shots with the gun actually. And what we were using was actually plus P ammunition. That's the pretty strong load from police and law enforcement. So that's not a standard load. And everybody was so surprised by how little recoil it actually has.
Florian, here at SCW Shooting Club in Vienna, Austria, how do you feel? First time you had the customers here, you allow me to shoot the gun for the very first time in the world actually. Final consumers testing, how are you feeling?
Absolutely, so it's a very special moment for me, not just for me, also for my team, for us. It's a very special moment to really see customers and external persons see it shooting, see that shooting what you're developing for years now, and where so much strength and blood went into it. So it's really a nice feeling to see some external persons also shooting it, and that they say it feels good. Shooting is the best that could happen for us.
Amazing. In fact, you took a very special development cycle actually. You took 8 years from learning how to become a gunmaker, Austrian gunmaker. You went to the gunmaker school, and then you went to IWA, the gun show in Nuremberg in Germany. And then the idea sparked. You wanted to develop something, you shared that with us on the trade show. So you took a very special locking mechanism for the barrel and the slide to lock. Could you elaborate a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning we had very special ideas how a locking mechanism should work. For me, it was important that we have just a mechanical locking mechanism, which is not operating with gas or something like this. And yeah, after time, we had very naive ideas in the beginning how a locking system could work, very own ideas. And after time, we went to the rotating barrel locking mechanism, which unlocks the slide with the rotating motion of the barrel. Mm-hmm. And this had basically the same advantages all my previous ideas had for big precision, for just a mechanical unlocking mechanism. And and for precision, it has a very high advantages. So that's where it went, and that's what we today have and developed, and which is working now. That's a very, very positive feeling now, yes.
Wow, amazing actually. Let's ask him about the comparison, about the Laugo Arms Alien versus the OPOS Venator.
It's Latin, yes. Venator means predator in Latin. So I think everybody knows where this is coming from. A lot of people are asking me or are saying we should name it Predator, but I didn't want to make it too obvious.
But how do you feel exactly when we go into this subject? Alien, Laugo Arms, the big brand, which developed so well throughout all the years, right? Yeah. Great guns, great quality, great performance. And now people come up and ask you, hey, is that like a comparison? And in fact, today we did compare. So how do you feel about the recall? How do you feel about the whole situation?
So when we go just to the mechanic itself, before I want to say I really appreciate what Laugo did in the last years and the direction they went, very innovative. So I'm really looking up to this company. I really have to say this, that I'm respecting them with everything. So I don't think that we are better or our system is better. It's different. It has their own advantages, both systems. For us, we just have a mechanical unlocking mechanism, which has its advantages for not soiling up too fast, not getting too dirty too fast, and the fixed barrel of the Alien is for sure more precise. So we never will be that precise like a Laugo Alien. I have to say that. But our system shouldn't soil up too fast, and it shouldn't be in future too ammo dependent.
The whole project actually quite costly. A lot of prototypes, and I spoke to some German gun makers, senior gun makers in Germany, and they told me, look, if someone is building such a gun, there got to be some money involved. So how many prototypes did you build?
I mean, in time, I think we've built like 5 or 6 series of prototypes, and for every prototype, like 2-3 pieces in the beginning. In the end, it got a little bit more, like to 10 pieces. But yeah, we have very good partners, also very good mentors, which helped us and which believed in that idea to develop a very innovative gun. That helped us a lot, even especially in the beginning when we had nothing to show, and really naive ideas. We had a mentor, a person which believed in us, and that made everything possible. His name is Erwin, and I can just I need to appreciate that. I can't tell you how much I appreciate him.
Erwin is also a gun maker in Austria, I suppose, or is more. Who is it?
Yeah, Erwin is a friend of my father. He's an entrepreneur in the rail business. I don't want to talk more into that. He has a gun collection, but he believed in that idea. He likes that young people are doing something, risking something, and having a vision and doing something for that.
Having a vision, and in fact, you had a vision, right? And you brought the vision to life today here. Quite a historic day, actually. Let's see where it goes, and let's see how many more reviews you probably have in the future, how many more interested customers you'll gain. So you build a batch of 300 guns, right? That's the first batch you're going to release, and that's planned for December 2025, right?
So we will start in the next weeks to give pieces to sports shooters, a pre-development series, and we will start also in the next months with the production. So I can't say that that everything will be finished in December. That's not how it works. So the first batches will come earlier, and the last batches will come to the end of the year. So this is how it goes. How we have to assemble everything, we have to produce everything. This takes time, and it will not be ready all in one. So that's how it goes. Yeah.
And you had announced the distributor for Austria. You also had announced the distributor for Germany yet.
Yes.
What's the runtime? What's the timeline? Will you announce for the US? Will you announce for other parts of Europe?
So
how much can you share?
For us, the goal is now to create this first series, to manufacture this first series. This is everything is dependent on that. Sure, we are planning the strategy to go forward in different market areas, but our goal now has to be to produce the first 100 pieces and to make everything work also on the market and introduce this smoothly into the market without runbacks.
And that's for sure most important, the product, get the product right. You talked about up to 50 prototypes, right? If I get you correct. 5 series and up to 10 prototypes per series. So
yeah.
Quite a hefty load in all these 8 years, right?
Sure.
What's your next step? How are you gonna evolve now?
Yeah, the next steps is to get the last little issues out of the gun. We have to test it really a lot now, also with sport shooters, with different shooters, not just us. We are now testing currently also with these prototypes, but the next step is to produce a first batch of 25 pieces, a pre-production batch, which we will give to sport shooters, not just to us by testing, but to let it test from different persons, from different sport shooters. And then we will test it a lot, and then we're starting with the first 300 pieces.
All right, great. Sounds good. Florian, you put some electronics in the gun. What is it you built into the gun? What is it? The round count? You track the round count, but you also take the temperature of the barrel. Share a little bit about the inside, what you got.
I always ask myself the question, everything is digitalized from our phones to our watches to our cars. Even our whole home is digitalized. And I asked myself, why not the gun? So there could be advantages with digitalization in the gun. And yeah, for me always it was the goal with the vision system that is optional, and also it doesn't interfere with the mechanics of the gun. So if electronics are not working, which could happen, it shouldn't interfere with the mechanics, and the weapon is still always working. This is very important to say. And it opens a whole new door into the world of digitalization. With this round count and with this kilometer counter we have in the gun, this is just a first functions which are cool, but which could be in future also important for police, military, and so on, for different applications. And yeah, it just opens a new world of digitalization.
Wow, amazing. And in fact, you ask us not to share everything from the electronics inside. There are some secrets. What is it? What do you actually don't want to share?
Sure, it's no secrets, but we don't want to share our development phase right now. We're still trying new things, and yeah, we have not patented everything right now, so that's why we don't want to share everything right now. It will be available in the beginning of 2026, and then everybody will see what we did. But for right now, we're still trying new things.
Wow. Okay, great. I'm looking forward to that. And in fact, this is today in Vienna, Austria, with the first test shoot from the OPOS Venator. And yeah, we're going to go do some more shooting, look in the interior of the gun, and see what we got, right? OPOS Venator with the backplate and the electronics. Let's go and have a look inside what they built in Austria. Push out the pin, push forward, and then take off the slide. And what we see are like the interiors, which some of them we are not allowed to show in the video yet. This is a pre-development model, or a development model with all the interior functioning model. We shot it today already, and let's go and see how we do the field strip with all the electronics inside. Push it forward a little bit, upper single action hammer, and then push from the back side and take out the guide rod of the recoil spring. Then take out the recoil spring, put it to the side, turn around the slide, push forward, and then easily take out all the interior with parts of the actual electronics on the upper side for the round count and for the barrel temperature, I guess. We're gonna ask Florian about it. Where is actually the position of the barrel temperature indicator?
So also the barrel temperature is taken from the back platine onto the slide, and from the slide it can calculate what the difference must be to the barrel. So it back calculates it.
Wow. Very interesting. Let's have a look. We take out the barrel again, and we see the locking mechanism right here. So this is where the barrel slides. We see the 3D printed trigger with the trigger safety, Glock style trigger safety. And again, we see the electronics inside with the USB, with the button down here, with all the checkering, mag release, and Picatinny style rail. Let's put it back together again. Barrel. It's pretty hard actually. You might take it the wrong way, right? You've got to be sure. Got to be sure which way. Barrel slides to the front, right? So this can stay here, and then put the slide and the upper part together again. Coming through right here, overcoming the single stage trigger, single stage hammer, and then the recoil spring again. Just push a little bit forward, and then we're good again. Let's put it together. To put it back together, barrel must be locked to the front, and then just put it on top. See that everything on the back fits in, and then just slide it. That's how easy it goes. Take it off, just like this, push it forward, take it off, and there you go. So very, very easy field strip, in fact. And no problems at all. Once you have done it for a few times, very, very easy actually.